following program is rated M for 冇禮貌. All right, today's lesson is brought to you by Cantonese. All right, not this one, this one. If you recognize the face, you already know what it is. Today's lesson is going to be all about Young and Dangerous Volume 1. And for those of you unfamiliar with Young and Dangerous, it's an iconic film series out of Hong Kong. It's got like 6 original flicks, a bunch of spin-offs, you know, and when it comes down to it, it's just your typical coming-of-age story, you know, think Goonies or Stand By Me, right? Just a bunch of kids growing up, picking up a bunch of life lessons along the way and saying some pretty funny phrases. So let's get into it. Our first phrase is Sapa Sapa Gum. So what does Sapa Sapa Gum mean? Basically, it means someone's just talking a lot of shit, some nonsense, or acting like an idiot. Acting or speaking like an idiot, you can say they're Sapa Sapa Gum. You know, I mean, what's a perfect example? Flat earthers, those are a perfect example, right? Anything they say is just Sapa Sapa Gum. Right, a lesser example, I guess, would be Trump. No. A lesser example would be like, say you playing COD, and then you're talking about COD, then your buddy suddenly brings up Animal Crossing, and he's just like, Sapa Sapa, I'm talking about turnips and bridges, and it's just like, what are you talking about, man? This game sounds ridiculous. You're telling me a game about getting a bunch of animals into a small island? Sounds like you didn't learn anything. You Carol Baskin for trouble, man. Anyways, moving on to our next phrase, which is now this phrase is not something you're typically going to say unless you got like a teenage kid or something, but it is a great life lesson. I'd be remiss not to include it. So what does it mean? Bok means to have sex, to slam, to bang. Dai doi means to wear a condom. So bok, Sam, who you gonna slam? Gator dai doi. Remember to wear a condom. It's just straight up advice, you know what I mean? This is textbook shit, fully alive, all that goodness. We used to have a bunch of PSAs reminding us about this stuff.
Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you stuff it in your face. Don't stuff it.
For real, unless you plan to listen to Peppa Pig for the next 3 years, right? Do yourself a favor. Bok, gator dai doi. Okay? On to our next phrase. And now this is something I always talk about, how Cantonese can be super poetic and expressive with random words strung together. And honestly, I can't say it better than the man himself. So here's Lang Kwon with his saying. What's he saying? 我興過火屎. He's saying I'm hot. Literally, he's saying I'm hotter than fiery shit. Now, what is he actually meaning? It's like he's just expressing how angry he is. He's so angry. He's fucking shitting flames, right? Like, I mean, it's not the prettiest picture he paints, but it's just so expressive, and you get the message right away when he's saying it. Like, fiery shit. That's you heated, dog. You're angry, man. You smoking shit, right? So, I mean, and to be honest, in this film, he parlays this. He says this phrase, and then instantly he gets a blowjob. So, I don't know, man. Chicks love poetry, I guess. But, yeah. So, next time you angry, instead of saying you're cheesed or you're heated, try to say, 我興過火屎. I mean, what do you gotta lose, right? On to our last phrase, which is a throwback to a previous lesson. And that's because our last phrase is, 一個死好過冚家鏟. Now, Hamgachan, we already went over what that meant, but Yakose, what he's saying is, one dying is better than the whole crew dying. So he's doing the ultimate bro shit, that fucking take one for the team shit, you know what I mean? He's sacrificing himself. Spoiler alert, unfortunately for Mr. Wrinkles, in the context of this film, he actually gets murked. But hopefully, y'all never find yourself in that kind of situation where you need to take that kind of bullet for the team. But, you know, you guys know plenty of situations where you might have to yakose hogo hamgachan. Like, say after a wild night out with the boys, you know, the next day the girlfriends and the missuses looking for someone to get angry at, and one of your homies is gonna do that Akon shit and be like, put the blame on me, right? That's yakose hogo hamgachan. Why is he dead? Because you know he's getting in trouble with his girl. Not only that, for months to come. Anytime his name is brought up, all the other girls are going to be like, oh, fucking this guy, man, Mr. fucking great ideas. You know what I mean? So he's taking that for the team, and we should learn this phrase, you know, just so when it's our turn to take it for the team, or when one of our homies does this sacrifice for us, we can just recognize them. Yakose hogo hamgachan. All right. Anyways, that's it for this week's lesson. Again, thank you guys for continuing to watch, share, like, subscribe, all that goodness. And please keep commenting so we can continue to grow and keep this thing going. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can hear it when my mic picks it up, but a fucking kid next door just keeps fucking yelling. Oh my, 搏還搏嘅呢大袋 guys, for real, man.
再见。